Hi, my name is Daniel Manzi, and alongside Hernán Gonzalez and Pablo Aycan, we represent Columbia University, and we'll be presenting Copenhagen. Today's presentation will be split into three parts. I'll be covering the overall idea and introduction to what Copenhagen is. Hernán will cover the marketing plans, and Pablo will talk about the business operations and strategy side. Our mission. We believe in creating sustainable beverage consumption beyond sporting events. And we realized that with the Olympics coming to 2030 Copenhagen, we realized there is a problem. The current beverage distribution within venues is inefficient, ineffective, and harmful to the environment. In fact, 1.5 million tons of plastic waste per year produced, which take 47 million gallons to even produce that. And at the end of the day, 80% of plastic bottles are simply thrown away, regardless of their quality. But there's an opportunity. There's 600,000 people that participated in Paris 2024 Summer Olympics, and a large addressable market will be in attendance in Copenhagen. It creates an opportunity for the local economy, where in fact 76% of fans are expected to buy a beverage at a game, 63% of fans would use a self-service kiosk, and 59% of fans would pay more for lower concession times. Introducing Copenhagen. And we believe that Challenge 3, fan engagement and community development, was the way to go for us. It's the industry's first reward-based beverage refill system. Our product is split into three things: planet, people, and profit. For the planet, it's RFID-enabled reusable containers that link to a user's app and track beverage consumption. To address people, there would be an in-app reward points that accumulate every time the user refills using the same bottle on their account. And the profit. The users are charged per amount refilled or can purchase a daily pass in-app subscription. And our customer journey is as follows: containers, app, stations. The containers link to the account in the app, which need to be used at stations. And when they're at stations, they're going to reward points in the app and then want to reuse their containers. We believe in building a flywheel that has a scan, fill, pay, and be on your way mentality. And our refill stations exponentially decrease concession times while capturing higher revenues on a per amount filled basis for the daily passes.
For our marketing strategy, we propose to partner with Coca-Cola and the IOC to create a marketing campaign that allow our product to achieve two main goals. First, create environmental consciousness, and second, work with athletes and influencers. Regarding our partnership with Coca-Cola, we know that their goal is to make 100% of their packaging recyclable globally by 2025, and to use at least 50% recycled materials in their packaging by 2030. We also know that among the packaging types they are considering to use, they are thinking of aluminum, which is the material our bottles will be made of. They're also encouraging customers to bring their own bottles or cups to refill their beverages instead of getting a new bottle or a new cup every time they want a new beverage. They are also aiming to have 25% reusable packaging by 2030. This is really aligned to what we are planning to do as Copenhagen, since we plan to reduce plastic waste, not only during the Olympics, but also afterwards. We will create a social media campaign alongside Coca-Cola called Games Without Waste, with two main purposes. The first one, to create a social responsibility sentiment among attendees and other worldwide consumers. And secondly, we will encourage a sense of belonging of the attendees towards their nationalities, since our bottles will have each nation's flag engraved onto it. Regarding our partnership with the IOC, we have already seen the impact that athletes have on society. We've seen it recently with the Black Lives Matter movement. So we will utilize that impact, and we will have athletes from these different nationalities. Here we will work with the IOC to spread our message and encourage attendees to use our bottles in order to reduce plastic waste. We will also work with influencers to, again, spread our message and enhance the impact of our bottles during the games and also afterwards.
Regarding our business operations, we look to use a B2B2C business model by implementing refill stations and distributing beverage containers, which will then transform into beverage consumption and lead into in-app subscriptions through our daily pass of $15 per user. When we look at our revenue model, we'll be taking 60% of the generated revenue from the daily pass and distributing the remaining 40% to our partner Coca-Cola through our agreement with them. The other fixed costs that we took into account were the initial software development, the RFID tag manufacturing, and the container manufacturing costs. When we projected our daily profits, we expected over 600,000 fans to attend the Olympics daily, which will then translate into over $1.6 million in profits for us. However, looking into our worst case scenario, we see that we will just need over 50,000 users to generate a profit of over $100,000. When we looked at the market potential, we saw that $1.7 billion was being used towards beverage consumption across the major leagues. Looking into our serviceable obtainable market, we'll be targeting over $100 million of those. When we conducted our customer research, we saw that over 50% would throw away their containers regardless if it was recyclable or not. Over 90% would like to pay through card or through contactless. And over 90% said that the biggest complaint was either the price being too high or the waiting time being too long. Looking at the competitive landscape, we came across Bevi, RCAP, and Turn. However, Copenhagen is the only one that can full cycle by implementing innovative dispensing, a rewards-based system, reusable containers, and tech-enabled containers. Looking at the product roadmap, we split it into 3 phases. Phase 1, impacting Copenhagen. Phase 2, expanding beyond. And Phase 3, enhancing our stations for the future. To summarize what we talked today, we explained the core idea, we then moved on to the marketing plan, and finally, we talked about the business model. We look to take Copenhagen from Copenhagen to the world. Thank you very much.